right, friends. So first of all, I want to say bravo on committing to your daily meditation. And I've been getting a lot of questions about timing. What's the best time of day to meditate? What about my meals? What about exercise? Why can't I do it before bed? What do I do if I miss my meditation? So let's address all these questions and more right now. So quick review of the basics. You know that our meditations ideally happen before breakfast and before dinner. And it's my job as your meditation teacher to make sure that you understand the ideal times, but then it's your job to make it work, people. Just get her done. So ideally we wake up a little bit early and we do our first meditation before coffee, breakfast, or computer. Now, if you have an infant or a puppy and you need to walk them or feed them first, no worries. But ideally as soon as possible before we interact with humans. And I recommend meditating before you exercise. The exception to that would be yoga at home. Now, here's the reality. If you're meditating twice a day and exercising every day, your life is going to be amazing. So don't worry too much about the exact timing. I personally know that I'm going to meditate every day, but exercise is a little bit negotiable for me. So I've been recently waking up and exercising first and then doing my meditation. But put this in the category of don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Now, a lot of people will ask, what about meals? So let's say that you had a late lunch and you're not sure if you fully digested before dinner. I would say just meditate. It's not about having a totally empty stomach. It's just you don't want to do your meditation after a giant steak dinner and a glass of wine. Now, a lot of people are curious, well, why can't I meditate before bed? A lot of people assume it would be first thing in the morning and right before sleep. But remember that when we do this style of meditation, we're giving our bodies rest that is 5 times deeper than sleep. So that's the equivalent of over an hour nap. Now, you wouldn't want to take an hour nap at 10 o'clock at night and then go to bed at 11 because you're going to have all this energy and all these great ideas and no one to tell them to but your cat. So ideally, that second meditation happens in that mid-afternoon slump where you would have had the coffee or the nap or the chocolate, where you start to get a little foggy, a little hazy. That's when you want to go in, fill up your reservoirs with bliss and fulfillment and energy, and then have that hit of energy and creativity and productivity afterwards. Now, other people are asking, well, can I go long? I really like my meditation and I feel like I want to stay in there for 25 or 30 minutes. Now, occasionally this is okay if your body innocently goes over for a few minutes, don't sweat it, but I don't want this to be your norm. And the reason why is that more is not better in the case of meditation. Maximum is not synonymous with optimum. If you've done Ziva online, it's 15 minutes twice a day. If you've done Ziva live, then it's 20 minutes twice a day, but don't do more unless you're pregnant, sick, flying, or not sleeping. So those are the exceptions. So again, it's my job to give you ideal day in the life of a meditator. Think about you wake up, you fill up your tank of gas. You wouldn't drive around the block one time and then go back to the gas station. No, you want to drive for a little bit, but before you run out of gas, make sure you go back to the gas station. So about quarter of a tank, eighth of a tank, you start to feel a little low, then you want to do your second meditation. But you guys, again, don't let perfect be the enemy of good, especially as you're making this thing a non-negotiable habit. Just do it. If it's a little late, if you've just eaten recently, if it's only going to be 10 minutes, I would rather you just do it versus letting perfect being the enemy of good or even good being the enemy of done. Just make sure that you're doing this every day, twice a day, and then watch as your whole life gets better. But in order for that to happen, you have to actually make this non-negotiable. All right, friends, happy meditating. I hope this helps, and I will see you soon.